3D should really, in all ways possible, support storytelling. It shouldn't be the storytelling. And that's something I think people need to consider because, as we like to say, our mantra is that it's easy to make 3D, but it's pretty hard to make it good.
Convergence, interocular, parallax. Apply it to your storytelling choices. It's not that complicated, and sooner or later these terms will become very natural to you, and you'll be able to use them in the explanation of your 3D storytelling.
The characters all have perceivable volume, which makes them feel more real, more immersive, increases the verisimilitude of the experience.
I have one philosophy, and as I approach every project, if you like what you see, let's do more of it. If you don't, let's change it. There is no hard and fast rule to the style. There's no hard and fast rule to the equipment. We figure that out based on your project.
The priority I have is just to tell the story using the best shot that I think is going to convey that, whether it's a close-up on a line of dialogue or a wide shot or a high angle. So I don't have any conventions other than what's the best shot selection to be used to tell a story.
When planning a project, it's always good to involve a post partner early on to sort of look at these costs, look at the workflows, the costs associated with each workflow, and then through the testing, determine if it's necessary or needed or not for the visual effects in the show or for preserving the integrity of the material.
We had a very reflective world in Tron, a lot of black and white. We had lit suits. We had set pieces with reflective surfaces. All of those, there's certain things you can do with lighting to alleviate post headaches with polarization problems. The left eye picking up much more reflection than the right eye, depending on the rig.
My goal here is to provide the information that will allow you to make more effective budgeting decisions, as well as provide and protect your production schedules, and help you articulate to your vendors or clients the stereoscopic phenomena that you are observing but may not be able to quite put your finger on.
Get a good stereographer to work with you. You don't need to understand how Eastman Kodak makes film emulsion, because I promise you'll never understand it. Just like everyone oversimplifies digital cameras, having been the president of a digital camera company, people oversimplify digital cameras with Ks. They think that, oh, it's 4K, it's 8K, clearly it's better. I can show you several 2K cameras that result better imagery than several 4K cameras.
You don't just rent the 3D cameras and shoot in 3D. You don't just put the 2D version into a black box and it comes out the other side in 3D. This stuff takes lots of planning, lots of expertise. The language is still being written. There's lots of different considerations. There's different ways to go. There's different vendors, different manufacturers.
I think the benefit to organizations like the 3DU and having these seminars is really quickly debunking and demystifying some of the confusion around 2D and 3D as well. Primarily because of the fact that the technology is changing so fast. What we think about today by the next 6 months may have changed. What we're told can't work, tomorrow may work. So we have to have an organization that can gather the information, gather the industry leaders, and help break down and demystify these issues so that we can all better understand our opportunities in 3D.
One of the benefits for 3D as it stands right now is to have the 3D Society. Try to bring people together to talk about this, to express their experiences, and also to train people that are getting into it for the first time.
The real challenge for me as a producer is finding competent crew. What 3DU is doing is building up, we need more of a qualified core tech base.
What are some of the techniques and challenges with creating high quality 3D films? There's a lot of interest, as I think everybody knows.
Well, 3D has added, not to be corny, but a new dimension to the filmmaking process, to the storytelling process. We find that being able to work with Z-Space gives us an immersive quality to the storytelling. So I really recommend getting your crew, getting your director, everybody kind of on the same page in terms of 3D education.
About 18 speakers from all parts of the 3D ecosystem came and presented their best practices and their creative ideas about the future of 3D. It was a terrific day, and I think everyone found it very, very valuable.
To attend upcoming events, visit international3dsociety.com.